So something I've realized is that not a lot of people know how to floss. And this isn't your fault necessarily if you aren't doing it correctly. It's just I see people all the time when I ask them how they're flossing. They're not really doing it correctly, or they're just doing it to remove food and not really trying to remove plaque. So I thought it would be a good idea to do a little flossing series. I know this is going to take probably a few parts, just because I don't want to just show you how to do it. I think the other thing I notice a lot too, people aren't that motivated to floss, and I think that's because they probably don't see the value in doing it and spending their time doing it, because honestly at the end of the day everybody can take 2 minutes to floss, but you're not going to actually make that a habit unless you see the purpose in doing it. So for this video I thought I will just show you the basic technique of flossing with string floss and then go from there. So just grab your string floss, whatever kind you like to use. There's obviously a lot of variety out there. I personally like this Dr. Tongue's Smart Floss. I feel like it's a little thicker, and I just noticed that when I'm flossing it seems to remove more plaque. But if you don't like this kind of floss and you want something maybe that goes in between the spaces a little bit easier, you can use something like glide floss, something to get between your teeth and clean the sides of them. That's all you need. I get a pretty long piece, probably like the size of my arm, and then what I like to do is wrap it around my middle finger and hold it with my index finger. I just find that easier to kind of like do that as I'm going, because you want to continue moving it down, so when you're going in between each tooth you are using a clean piece of floss. I'm just going to show you on my front teeth because it'll be easier, but essentially once you have your piece you want to go between the teeth and okay, so the key with it is that you want to go all the way up, like underneath the gum. And then the other part too, you really want to hug the side of the tooth. So you see how I made that C shape? And then you need to go up and down a few times and really, adapt to the side of the tooth. That's the advantage of using string floss, and make sure it's nice and clean. It takes some practice, obviously, but once you get the hang of it, it's pretty easy.